Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on where you are in this world. This is Ajin Lee, and I want to share with YouTube what my thoughts are based on the crypto altcoin total market cap. So here you can see um, how the reaction on the or rather bear rally has been giving really nothing more than just temporary reprieves. We saw it here, we saw it here, and again, this is the total market cap of the altcoins, and we're seeing an impressive one right here. Okay, so all of these to me represent really a counter trend rally to the primary trend, which is currently a bear market to the down. Now, from a pattern perspective, can you see a pattern? I see a left shoulder, here's a head, and here is the right shoulder. And this is the head and shoulders top. And clearly it broke the neckline right here. All right. So there is a pattern that I notice, and I call it the pagoda structure. And that means that we see a larger degree of trend, in this case a left shoulder. The prior smaller head and shoulders top, the whole of it would really become part of the head, and we're really doing nothing more than, I think, setting up a right shoulder pattern here. Now when you have a leaning head and shoulders where the neckline is like that, usually the leaning head and shoulders have a bit more devastating results. Not always, no guarantees. But in this case, if we look at this as a more of a ABC structure, but also itself a upward pointing wedge at its probably a terminal end, and if that breaks down and price goes like this and actually breaks the neckline, okay, usually it'll come back to the former support, now resistance, and then get rejected, then we can see that this altcoin total market cap can have a new downside target that will go from the current 151.99, 152 billion, all the way down to 18 billion. That is how the bear markets have no mercy on the bulls. And these kind of last rallies before, let's say, patterns of this high degree of trend, head and shoulders top, actually fully complete, usually offer a last chance exit, at least from the time perspective of, let's say, 6 to 8 months or so. And if that's the case and you go cash here, at hedging.com, I put out the GTFO months ago. We got out months ago of all the cryptos. And if that's the case and you haven't gotten out yet and you suffer through this kind of a devastating decline already, and there's a bear rally or bull trap coming, this to me usually represents a gift horse, and you really don't want to stare it at the mouth, because this would really represent basically the serenity before the next storm comes in, or you can call it the eye of the hurricane, whatever you want. And if this is the last exit, and if you get out here, and let's say you sell at 168, it clearly gives you a chance to buy back at much lower lows. That's the way I see it. Now, if you want to weather the whole thing, the key thing is which altcoin will survive. Many will get delisted. Many are already getting delisted. And many already got delisted back in 2018 bear market when it fell 85%. So it declined down to this level. And bear in mind, this target is the minimum. And they don't call it minimum for nothing. There's a reason for that. The target usually exceeds the minimum. So this is my opinion. Do as what you see fit with it. Entertainment only, good for you. I hope still you find it to be informative. Have a good day.